Bonheur, and Saul Alisme for large-scale SNAP benefit trafficking, a scheme that turned a program designed to feed families into a multi-million-dollar criminal enterprise. SNAP benefits are also known as food stamps. The defendants are charged with one count of food stamp fraud. As alleged in the charging documents, these men abused one of the government's most critical safety net programs for their own financial gain.
In the heart of Boston, a massive breach of trust has been uncovered. Millions in taxpayer resources diverted through a shadow network of local storefronts. Federal authorities have pulled back the curtain on a massive illicit financial operation operating in plain sight. U.S. Attorney Leah Foley stood before the nation detailing a systemic failure that has drained $7 million from the federal safety net. The investigation centers on two individuals, Antonio Bonheur and Saul Alisme, who are alleged to have orchestrated an extensive, unauthorized exchange of public benefits for liquid capital. This was not a sophisticated, high-tech heist, but a boots-on-the-ground exploitation of a system designed to protect the most vulnerable members of our society. For months, federal agents monitored the flow of funds, watching as millions of dollars disappeared into a tiny storefront, a space no larger than a standard residential bathroom, yet processing transactions that rivaled major suburban supermarkets. 3. The individuals at the center of this grave scandal represent a complex challenge for current administrative policies. Antonio Bonheur, a 74-year-old naturalized citizen, and Saul Alisme, a 21-year-old permanent resident, now face significant legal consequences. The community response has been one of intense opposition. Citizens across the Commonwealth are questioning how such a massive systemic failure could persist for so long without detection. Many are pointing to the thousands of homeless veterans and struggling American families who are told the coffers are empty while millions are diverted through illicit channels. The contrast is becoming impossible to ignore, leading to a growing demand for absolute accountability and the immediate implementation of administrative removals for those who violate the terms of their residency. This event has ignited a firestorm of criticism directed at the state leadership in Massachusetts. Governor Maura Healey is facing renewed scrutiny regarding her administration's oversight of welfare programs. Critics argue that the state's refusal to permit comprehensive federal audits has created an environment where illicit activities can flourish. The influx of new arrivals has already strained the state's budget to its breaking point, and this $7 million loss serves as a painful reminder of the costs of inadequate vetting. The sentiment on the ground is clear. The American taxpayer is being asked to carry a burden that is increasingly defined by systemic instability and a perceived lack of respect for the rule of law. The calls for a complete overhaul of the system are no longer a whisper. They are a roar. As this legal process moves forward, the implications reach far beyond the borders of Mattapan. This case serves as a critical warning for the entire nation. It highlights the ease with which humanitarian resources can be weaponized against the very taxpayers who provide them. The question remains, how many more of these illicit hubs are operating across the country, hidden behind the facade of small businesses? The restoration of national integrity requires more than just arrests. It requires a fundamental return to traditional oversight and a commitment to prioritizing the needs of the American citizen. We will continue to monitor this investigation as it unfolds, ensuring that the truth behind this crisis is brought to light. For now, the people wait for justice and for a system that finally puts America first.